All right, good morning, Chad Kinney. I'm the chairman for the Willacy County Navigation District for Port Mansfield all the way through the rest of the county here.
And Chad, just how important was it for Willacy County Navigation District to get the US Army Corps of Engineers to dredge your ship channel?
It was huge for a number of reasons, but my main particular reason I could see would be more of the environmental. The jetties were silted in so bad, we had some fatalities, unfortunately, out from the being able to unpass through there. In the north side of the channel, I fish for a living also in some marinas and stuff. We would go through there daily. It was getting in, shoaled in, where it's being 6-7 foot deep, where it should be 18, and that was only about a 20-foot window. It was getting so bad, we only had about 6 feet of water underneath us and about a 20-foot wide path. That was really gonna get it close to where the north side jetties was actually gonna fall in to the actual jetty system itself, which would completely enclose the jetties itself, what would happen there, the salinity level would go way up in the bay system. We wouldn't have the tidal movement at all. It would get more stagnant. And then main thing also, we get a lot of fish that migrate from the pass, from the offshore inside, including bait fish and everything else that feed all the rest of the fish. So the fishing in the bay system would have slowly declined, and it was already on a decline. After we've seen the pass open up, thankfully the Corps of Engineers came in and dredged it all. We can get outside our harbor, and we can also get out through the jetty. But main thing, our flow of the water's coming in, the bait system's coming in. A lot of the local fishermen have seen a really increase in redfish, especially, and trout. We had a freeze a couple of years ago. We saw that channel was open prior to that. I looked at the water temps there. There was about 10-degree difference in water temps from the Gulf water coming in. So a lot of those fish were able to escape and get an escape route, just like they do in Brownsville with the ship channel.
So in a nutshell, fishing, which Port Mansfield has always been known for, one of the best fishing areas in the United States, is what I'm told. The ability to fish out of the port was coming to an end because that channel was just too shallow.
Correct. If you had enough vision, eventually it would come to an end, whether it's a 1-year window or a 2-3 year. But we were right in the borderline where it was going to be shut down completely, and it would have really showed signs quickly after that.
That said, the reason for the Navigation District to engage the US Army Corps of Engineers to dredge, it wasn't just fishing, was it? You have some plans afoot to develop the port for commercial reasons. It's got now great potential, being that the ship channel is much deeper, to have ocean-going barges, etc. Tell us about what the plans are.
So the plan is, luckily the Corps came in, we brought it down to 18 feet all the way through, so we can have a barge come out from, hypothetically, like Tampico, Mexico, come through, come back into us, alleviate some of the border issues with the wait times on trucks. So we're looking at roll-off containers, which is basically a container, on a tractor trailer, unload it there. We've got a TxDOT grant. We got a concrete pad already poured. We're gonna be working on a seawall. Everything's coming through fruition, so it should be coming up pretty close, and hopefully we're real close to signing a contract, start moving product in and out, which would then help us with keeping the dredge open, keep it clean, keep it good for economy, create some jobs there, and also good for the environment.
I was going to ask about the job situation, because it's understood Willacy County has always been one of the poorest counties in Texas.
Yes, it's always been a top 3.
Yeah, top 3. And so developing the port brings a whole new industry for Willacy County, which can lead to more jobs and better paying jobs.
Yes, it could be. The key thing is more jobs, and also some good paying jobs where they could sustain themselves with housing. We're looking into also groups coming in possibly for some apartment complexes or housing until they just build permanent homes and be able to have a place to be able to live and move and work out of.
So you're a fisherman, though, as well as being on the district. Your passion, your love is fishing. Can the two things live side by side at the port? Both the port being developed for commercial purposes, but also fishing to continue. Can you do both?
Yes, we can definitely do both. That's what the main thing we're concerned on, is making sure to take care of our residents, because we're odd. We're the only port that I'm aware of that has residents and also commercial use in it. It should be originally all used for commercial, but the residents grew into there, which is great. So we're going to be taking an eye out for the residents, make sure they're taken care of, but we're going to do some commercial work. We did some zoning already for 400 acres for the commercial area to go into. If we have any warehousing where they might use it for shipping or transporting, that's going to be off back in the back area, so it won't affect our residential. Our residential, we rezoned some of that. That's all in the works, so we're going to commingle the two the best we can.
So what's your message to the critics? As I understand, there are a few in Port Mansfield that just want fishing and nothing else. What's your message to those people that say we don't want, in a word, progress?
Well, everybody has their own opinion, that's why America is so great. But our main concern is we got to keep that main artery vein open with water flow, and whether they have an opinion or not, whether that makes it, if it shuts down completely, it would, with the amount of fishing pressure, back from the 50s, there was hardly anything. 70s was very light. I've been fishing here since 1974. The amount of fishing pressure we do have down here, that system would pretty much be gone. Their houses would be less valued, and they'd turn into a ghost town even more than what it is if we don't have some sort of commercial traffic come in and help us clean the jetties and keep it at a deep enough level, because we can't afford to do it on our own.
Chad, have I missed anything out? Is there anything else you'd like to add?
At this point, no, I think we covered most of it.
Well, Chad Kinney, Chairman of the Willacy County Navigation District, thank you so much for today's interview.
Thank you.